Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is Cheevo Guides back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on the Just Bleed achievement or trophy in UFC 5. To unlock this achievement or trophy, you must get a doctor to enter the cage to check out a cut. For the most part, this achievement is pretty random. However, you can get it intentionally if you change a few things. It's definitely easier against a second controller, so that's how we're going to do it. We're going to go to Fight Now mode, and we're going to play against a second controller. First, before we get started, I want to make sure we're using the same control scheme. I actually have simple controls activated. To activate them, you need to go to the settings from the main menu, go to Gameplay, and then go to the Gameplay tab. From here, you want to turn simple controls on. This will make things way easier to control. After you get the achievements, you can go ahead and turn it back if you want. Now, for the weight class, we're going to go heavyweight. And for the fighters, what you want to do is set yourself up as any random fighter, but make sure you set up the second controller as Derek Lewis, as he has a 100 power rating in the game. Now, once the fight starts, you want to grab the second controller, which again is Derek Lewis. You're going to walk up to player 1, press Y to clinch, and then B to take down. If you do this correctly, you should end up in a ground and pound situation. If not, rotate until you are in a ground and pound situation. Preferably, you want to be straight on top. Now, you got to decide which side you're going to work on. I decided I was going to focus on cutting the right-hand side of his face, so just make sure you continually punch the same side until a cut appears. Now, make sure you're looking at this meter on the upper left-hand corner, because this is basically the life meter for that individual part, which is the head. And if that meter depletes all the way, you risk knocking them out. And we don't want to do that, because if we accidentally knock them out, then the doctor's not going to be able to come in and look at the cut. So ultimately our goal is to get them cut up as much as possible without actually knocking them out. So this involves basically punching them in ground and pound until the head health depletes nearly all the way. Then you want to let it recharge and rinse and repeat this process until the meter gets really small. Personally, I got to the point where every time I was punching him on this side, he was getting phased, like the knockout mode. Meaning if I hit him one more time, he's going to get knocked out. If you see that knockout mode activate, make sure you stop until it goes away. Otherwise, you can accidentally knock them out. Now, I found that I got them really cut up and really bloody, and the doctor still wasn't coming in. So I thought, what if I have to let the opponent up for the doctor to call it? And that's actually exactly what happens. So, in the second round, after beating him up for quite a while, I finally decided to let him up, in which the doctor decided to come into the ring right away. And at that point, he called the fight because the cut was so bad. So yeah, as you can see, I just got my Just Bleed achievement or trophy, and that's how you can get the achievement super easy using a second controller. Make sure you guys stay tuned with my channel for some more easy achievement guides for UFC 5. As always, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 12 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, Kegger101, Kana25, Rockmono44, and HinderGod35. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.